Everybody, big news! Big Warcry news today. I just came off of the big Warhammer Summer Reveal stream, and there was Warcry news in there, which I was completely I was not expecting whatsoever. And as if you guys haven't noticed, it has something to do with the Smiths of Hashut. Right, so they were showing off all these models. I did a big old stream about it. If you guys want to just watch along with me, I had Charles there, it was me, there was Charles. A lot of fun. I'm going to put the link up there. You guys can take a look. But that's not really why you're here, is it? It's to look at what is going on with Hordes of Hashut and why I'm talking about them in terms of Warcry. And the real answer is, if we go to, not Hordes of Hashut, sorry, Helms, what are they called? Helmsmiths of Hashut. If we go to their website or Warhammer Community, there it is. Stay tuned to our community after the army launches. We'll be uploading free rules for using the Dastardly Helmsmiths of Hashut in your games of Warcry 2. This is huge. Okay, just to let you guys know, we're going to take a look at the models. We're going to do a little bit of theory crafting as to what they can do. So Games Workshop, twice a year, 3 times a year, they do these really big reveal shows, and the idea is that they show off the models that are going to be coming over the next 3 months or so. So all of this stuff that they showed off usually will come out now before the end of the year, because it's what, July, August, September, October. So this is all the next stuff that's coming. So Hordes of Hashut are coming soon, and they're getting Warcry rules. What does this mean? Now, it's been almost a year. The last update, the last big FAQ, which added substantial things to the game, was in September. What did they do in September? They added Ruination Chamber. They added Dark Oath, 2 completely new factions that came out just before that in the New Age of Sigmar box set. So, if they're saying that they're going to upload the rules for the Helmsmiths of Hashut also for Warcry, that leads me to believe that something that I've been saying for a while now, we're going to be getting a new FAQ coming in September, which will incorporate the Helmsmiths of Hashut in there. So, Warcry's not a dead game. What can I say? Very happy with it. Even if we don't get an FAQ, the fact that we're going to be able to use Chaos Dwarves is actually pretty big. But let's check it out. Let's take a look at the preview. Let's see what's going on. Can I play this? I can play this. Oh, music, which... Sure. There it is. We got new infantry, we got new big ball, we got new heroes, we got artilleries, we've got bull centaurs, giant mecha bull, all sorts of really cool stuff. I really like what they've done with the new Chaos Dwarf release. I think it's really, really smart. I think it's really good. So what they did is they went with the older style of Chaos Dwarf art. So I'm talking about like old Warhammer Fantasy. Like they did Chaos Dwarves way back when. And then Forge World developed a new line of Chaos Dwarves, and it was very different. It was like a big departure from the original design. They didn't do that. They went with the original stuff. So, what are we getting? Let's look at this. Let's go into here. This is everything that's coming out in their wave 1. There's going to be more stuff on top of this. But to begin with, what have we got? We got Mecha Bull, we've got some artillery pieces, we've got infantry, and we got heroes. My question is, what's going to be coming for Warcry? I think definitely we'll get all the heroes. That's kind of a given. These are the infantry models. So we're looking at dwarves. This is me theory crafting here. We're looking at dwarves. We're looking at heavy armor. So they're going to be slow, but they're going to be tough. Now, in Age of Sigmar, they use demons to power their weapons, and they use demons to empower their attacks. And throughout the game, you're going to be gaining points, and those points will allow you to boost the strength of your abilities, boost the strength of your weapons, boost the damage that's done by your stuff. So there isn't really any reason why they wouldn't want to do that in Warcry also. Whether they're going to get like a passive ability, I want to say Dark Oath, that they use it, they get the dice back, and then throughout the game as they do stuff, they get bonuses, or whether they're taking some other route completely, I don't know. But we're looking at the infantry here, basically basic sword and shield guys, probably very much the, want to say, Cities of Sigmar Dwarves, probably. Similar stats is probably what we're looking at. We have got hobgoblins in here. So this is the musician for the unit. We got the hobgoblin with gong and dude with big mace to hit the gong. So that's pretty fun. So these definitely, I think we're going to see. I don't know about the artillery, though. Let's look at this. I don't think we're going to get the artillery. Artillery is one of those weird things in Warcry that you don't really see, and it doesn't work because it kind of doesn't fit the game. So I don't think we're going to see artillery. If we do, I think it's going to be kind of wild. Like the biggest shooting thing up there, like some Stormcast guns that are very big, but it's nothing on the scale of this. So I don't think we're going to be seeing the artillery pieces. We may be seeing this. Now, Games Workshop historically, like Warcry and monsters haven't really gone together super well, right? They did massive sweeping nerfs on the monsters like way back when, and they've never really recovered from that. So whether this is going to be a monster, and it seems like this is a huge model. The what are they calling it? The Dominator engine. It is a massive model. We can see the scale here, like how big it is compared to everything else. The thing, like the walls are short, right? But it's going to be big. Whether they're going to make it into some kind of Formary Crusher style thing, or they're going to make it into an actual Hordes of Hashut monster that fits in faction. Now that, I think, could definitely be really interesting if they have their own dedicated monster that no one else can use. But that, you just give it the monster rune mark, you give it the Hordes of Hashut rune mark, not Hordes of Hashut, I keep saying Hordes of Hashut, Chaos Dwarves, the Chaos Dwarf rune mark, and you use it that way so it can't be used outside. I think either way would be interesting. I think this is reaching like the limit on how big things should be that comes into the game. But we'll see what they decide to do. It's got a couple of real big guns, so some kind of living artillery platform. Again, almost falls outside the scope of the game, but it's something they could definitely do, especially if they're only having a smaller release to begin with. And it's got two builds, right? You got big guns, big maces, so that's always an option. There's the army book. They do have other things that are also coming out after the initial release. So, in the following few months after the box drops, and there's no real reason why this shouldn't also be in the Warcry Warband, they're going to release more stuff. They're going to release the Demon Smith, 100%, this thing will get rules. They're going to release the Ashen Elder, 100%, this will get rules too. It's another foot hero. That's going to be there. Bull Centaurs will definitely get rules because they are the cool thing about the Warband itself, as well as the Anointed Sentinels to do damage. I think for these, we're probably seeing something like Minotaur stats. The smaller Minotaurs. I think that's what we're going to be looking at. Maybe not as damaging, probably with some kind of trample rule where if they move in, they're going to do damage, like impact hits when they hit. That's usually what these things have. Then we have more infantry. We've got the Infernal Razors with blunderbusses. Of course, these are going to get rules because they are foot infantry and flame hurlers. Hordes of Hashut famously had their flame hurler, which was kind of bonkers. If these have the same flame hurlers as Hordes of Hashut get, this is already going to be quite a decent warband, I think. I think Games Workshop have learned their lesson, though, in terms of like the whole Movement 3 problem and how that used to be undercosted. I think they've learned their lesson for that. So most probably these will be a bit higher cost. I don't know if they'll be as good as regular flame hurlers, but fingers crossed. And then we've got Hobgrots. Hobgrots will definitely get in there. They are supposed to be, so the way the army will work in Age of Sigmar is you've got your Hobgrots, which are your mass rank and file, and then you've got your Chaos Dwarves, which are far less numerous, and they're like your elites and your specialists. So we're definitely going to have Hobgrots. I do like the design of these. They very much follow the Hobgrot Slitter style of design. They did mention on the reveal show that they are better equipped and better armored than your basic Hogwarts Slitter. So look at them for your base profile and then like add armor onto them. That's basically where we're going to be. There's a few different kinds that you can build out the box. Finally, we have your boy on Brazen. It's not a Brazen Bull. What is it? He is on an Infernal Tartarus. I don't think we'll see this. This is like a hero on this thing. You can get, there's an alternate build of it, which is an unnamed hero, but I think this is well outside the scope of the game. Unless they want to release another Chimera, I don't think we'll be seeing this. It's a fantastic model nonetheless. And that's it. That is everything from the Helmsmiths of Hashut. Only a short one, but as we said, if I can bring it up again, rules will be coming to Warcry, not dead game. What can I say? But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. If you're interested, come check out my reveal stream. Again, links going to be up there. And we will see you next time. And I'm looking forward to this. I'm excited. See you later.